What's up YouTube, Uzumaki Khan here. Welcome to episode 841, 842, 843 live reaction of that One Piece show. Let's go! Come on! Newcastle coming to Old Trafford. As a United fan, I'm scared, fam. Flipping Newcastle, we're playing so shit though, you can't help but feel scared, fam. Can't lose to Newcastle. Can't, fam. Dudes. 2 hours left. Man United are in shambles, fam. Shambles. Yo, no. Nah, but we are, man. It's not even a fucking joke anymore. It's not even a joke anymore. We're almost there, boys, yo. 841, 842, 843. I think I feel like I truly believe it once I hit 850, fam. You know what I mean? I should have thought it when I hit 800. How weird is it gonna feel, dudes? Not mentioning One Piece, like in reactions once I'm up to date. Obviously, I still read it once a week, but saying like live reaction to Brotherhood or something, fam. You know what I mean? I feel like my tongue's not gonna say it, fam. I fucking love the series, man. I do, fam. Jeremiah 66, fam. You see, when they were all like tied up and they never felt no emotion. As the father then, that's when you must feel like regret. You know what I mean? See how it bites your back, fam. You're removing one of the best things we have. You took that out of him, innit? Is it? Nah. It's because vaping it might look a little foggy, fam. I was thinking, is my camera buzzing again, yo? Caesar. Gastino, yo! Let's go! That was funny when he made an announcement. It was like a big ass announcement, fam. And he goes, we lost. Look what he said there, dudes. Cannons, like explosions. No, don't dent it. Big Mom dents it with her hands. That's not shocking, fam. But then again, you're on Yonko territory, man. Leaving this place must be flipping difficult. But it's a plan though, yo. Because, like, Caesar's like gas anyway, should be able to whiz through. Then Caesar will carry me and fly away to escape. But it's not gonna be simple, fam. Oh yeah, someone told me about the title. 841. Said it appears late. Wait. Just want to let you know that when the title appears for One Piece 841, 4:30 to 4:45, 4:30 there. Yo! Thanks, man. I just remembered 841. 15-second opening though, fam. I mean, title. I'm not taking no risk, fam. I don't care if I miss a few seconds of the actual episode. I don't care, fam. I don't care if I miss a little of the episode, fam. If I miss a little episode, I'm fucking get your spot from me, fam. There we go. We are totally targeted. Why are you still here? Make your move. He's already busted up from the flipping castle attacks. Look at him, yo. You really see like a flipping pirate crew all like with guns then. Even Smoothie, yo. Caesar's gonna be holding. No, I thought they'd be gone. Caesar must be shitting it though, but then again, can he? Yeah! Damn, yo! They came in the way. They're fully on the mission to protect us, to let us go. Go, go! They're protecting him, yo! They're protecting him, yo! He can see. They're gonna fly over the wall. He's gonna fucking go to the water. Yo! See, that's the focus. Don't let them escape, fam. You that was sick though. Had they just stopped? The sun. Heavenly. We're not fucking. We're not leaving, yo. The rage you got hurt. There's too many powerhouses. You see, that's the fuck. He would have never said that. My brother's so lovely. That's okay. I'm not gonna get beaten. What are you waiting for? Oh, Luffy, now's not the time, man. Just leave. You're no match here, man. You're gonna make the same mistake that fucking Ace did. She can handle herself, man. Poison it. That shit spreads, fam. Smoothie. Look at her. There. She was shocked of her power. I remember last episode. Big Mom, look at the heart, yo. Why are they still watching? You little German girl. Someone's gonna come. Someone's gonna come. There we go. Luffy! Sanji! They're making a mistake, yo! Why aren't you going? You told me not to go out here. But you're not supposed to. They should be leaving, fam. Do they believe they stand a chance? Thank you. Fucking a Hulk, yo. Look at this shit. When you hear exactly what you said, she has not forgot. You said I'll kick your ass. Luffy need a 10-year another time skip for that. Luffy don't think before he talks. He believes he stands a chance. That's the weird thing. Only because she had problems with me. Like, she won't forget you, fam. Come to the new world. There. But I'm not gonna lie, I love Luffy for this. don't stand a chance. You can't. We are the ones who have the last laugh. You haven't become the king of the pirates. How does Luffy have balls of steel? He believes it, that's the thing for man. He's not gonna win. He's not gonna win because of that. There we go. This is like Ace. This is like Ace and Akainu, fam. Exactly when Akainu was mocking Whitebeard. This man. You're meant to go, yo. Careful, yo. Careful. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you meant to think? I want to see Gear 4 action, but I want to fucking care about our escape. Fuck it, fighter. This is it, this is the test. What can Luffy do in Gear 4 to a Yonko? We're seeing it now. There we go. Yeah, fuck it, just fucking fuck it. It's all run! She never budged! Someone, look at the heart, yo! Is it me? Does he look... Come on! Do you know what? As much as you want Luffy to escape, if he goes in Gear 4, you want him to stay. You know what I mean? All that film escape wheels can go out the... As a viewer, you want him to escape, goes out the window. This is a big mistake, you know. It's a big mistake. She got into your head like Akainu got into Ace's head. Come on, go back to the fucking fight! Now they can't go because of Luffy. I can't handle them single-handedly. Electric. See, they can't take care of these dudes, fam. This man, can you blame him though? The Green Ranger, yo. Yo! Episodes go back to the Luffy fight! Sasuke. You can't feel like they're doing something so sick because they're still so much stronger as pirates than these dudes, yo. My man made a fucking hole! No. Look like you fucking made that hole in the chest. Come on, go back. Why keep protecting me like that? Someone's gonna be there. We're not leaving! We are not leaving! You might as well stay. Think of a plan C. You came in the way, yo! German 66 are putting their lives on the line. See, Owen's an elite pirate of them. See, if he can defeat Owen or Daifuku, fam, then maybe mindset will change. Someone else is gonna be there. Someone else is gonna pop out, watch. There we go, the fucking thing. This arc is crazy. You're not. There we go. These dudes weren't lying when they said we're gonna be the bait, yo. There. I'll fight you again someday. See, he's smart. He's not a loser. Luffy should be doing the same shit. Now the commander pops in. She'll fucking mean it. There we go. The other one. Man, kick the hand, yo. He ain't gonna win. This is a commander, fam. Exactly. No. Yo, that would kill a normal dude, yo. She was, I guess I bought some time for them to escape. Yeah, that's the initial. Jet, yo! Jet! There is fucking minutes, meters away. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Thing like this never work. The pickle fuck. I'm not gonna let them get away. My man. We are so fucked. You celebrated too early, you twat. Must have done it. That was our last hope. We're not leaving. We're not leaving. We need to think of another plan. Go straight. Are they gonna pierce the wall? They are. They're all gonna attack together. Black Pearl was it? They break the wall, yo! Fucking German 66! They crack the wall, fam! They're not gonna leave here alive, fam! They're not! I feel like they're doing too much to help us for them to escape from the clutches of Mom. They've escaped. He's a loser though. I don't want to die. No, it's still too good to be true. He won't, I guarantee you, fam. Something else will happen. Leave that shit alone, fam. You have no idea what it is, man. It's a bomb. Man thinks the flickering One Piece is in there and shit, yo. Open it and hopefully explode and all you fuckers die. Stussy. There. Run to it and open it. There we go. It's really valuable, fam. It'll take your life. What you doing? She shot him! Flying finger! We're world government! She's part of the government! She's an intelligent agent of CPCO! Fucking Richie! What? So you got CP0 here? What? They don't know it's a bomb though, right? They don't. There we go. You got it! Luffy, man! You don't stand your chance! Luffy! Finally fighting a Yonko! God, look at that! Look at the power, Mom! Careful's gone! Don't it last longer! He can't be taken down, buddy. Yonko! Acknowledging a Yonko! You're not going, no, Bobby's running! Bobby's running! We're not escaping, man. We're not! Judge, I'm dreaming of not being crushed. He is gonna die, you know. He is. The ghost is who. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? There, look. Her skin. She bit your shit like a similar. Look at that. Is that a tear? Is that a tear? Look. How strong is her haki? He's gonna die. Judge is gonna die. My man's a fucking toy. There we go. Is this gonna die? Someone's are just watching. What the fuck? There we go! She thunderbolted the shit out of him! She could have killed him! She could have actually killed him then and there! She just chose to thunderbolt him! He had an enormous amount of fear! Sanji's gonna be the one to try helping! He is the face that ended made 1 minute! Dudes, you know, before this episode that we just seen, I think there's been 2 times in the entire series where we've seen a Yonko and he gave the viewer a slight like buzz on how strong they are. For me, there's been 2 moments, even though we never get to see them fight, but by their presence at where they were, they made you feel like, okay, they're extremely strong. Okay, Shanks Marineford, Kaido's entrance. You know what I mean? When Whitebeard confronted Shanks, remember when the sky split, that was an acknowledgement moment as well. But this episode clearly showed us how strong a Yonko truly is. Luffy was in his ultimate state. You know what I mean? A state where he had defeated strong ass people, fam. He never caused... Whoa, what happened then? He never caused a dent. I'll repeat, he never caused a dent to Big Mom. I know the purpose, what he wants is to defeat the Yonkos, fam. But then, the only thing I can think of, dudes, I might sound wrong, is another time skip. You know what I mean? Is Oda gonna go down that route where he has to defeat the Yonkos? You know what I mean? You feel like he has to, right? You know what I mean? You don't think the series is gonna end and he's not gonna defeat Big Mom. And Kaido, one more thing I'm thinking of, yo. You know, if the moment ever does come and he ever does defeat them, please don't make it like like a bullshit moment, fam. I know people are thinking, yo, Khan, what are you saying? Oda's not disappointed. I know he is not disappointed, fam. You know what I mean? But I can't help but feel that it's impossible of one-on-one. It's impossible. Yeah, and I'm saying the word impossible. He stands no chance. Unless something direct. That reminds me. Dudes, okay, skip a minute from now if you don't want to hear a spoiler, fam. There's a spoiler, I know. You know what I mean? No, I shouldn't really say it. But you guys know what it is, fam. You know what I mean? You guys know what it is. But in order... See, now I don't know how to worm it without... Wait. But still... See, you know... I don't have to say it. Forget it, I'm not gonna say it, but I'm sure all of you guys know it. If someone's watching this video and you don't know it, someone put the spoiler what I know in the title, in the comment section below, so people can see it. And please, everyone can like that comment so it's visible, fam. You know what I mean? The spoiler I know. There's only one spoiler left that I know in One Piece, fam. You know what I mean? After that, I'm spoiler free, fam. Fully. But okay, let's start the video first. So the opening I could talk during it. Come on. You know what I mean? I know. It's like there's a 99% chance I know Oda won't disappoint, fam. But if it has to go through that route and he has to fight the Yonkos, he don't stand a chance. Unless others help him. But you don't want to see a Yonko defeated in that type of manner. You don't, fam. I'm alright. But then again, wouldn't it be... I'm just trying to use another angle here. Since Oda knows it's impossible for Luffy to defeat a Yonko one-on-one, wouldn't it be wise to have him have help? Then, if a Yonko does get defeated, the Luffy really did defeat a Yonko. You see where I'm coming from? You know what I mean? If he had help, you can't really say he defeated a Yonko. Because Cracker, he never defeated Cracker. Yeah, he looked like defeating him, but he had Nami's help. That's Cracker, for God's sake! Cracker's lower than Smoothie, lower than Katakuri. My man don't stand. Yo, when Big Mom acknowledges Kaido, fam. You know what I mean? A Yonko acknowledging a Yonko happened in One Piece, fam. Look at that. The powerhouses of the world, fam. They're too strong. They're too strong. Remember that order I put it in? What I personally believe. Big Mom, Kaido. No. Blackbeard's got the two fruits though, fam. Blackbeard, there's 101 questions in my head about him, man. Flip nose, fam. But let's say out of the three, I would say Shanks is the strongest. But watching this episode, if Kaido's stronger than Big Mom, and if one knows licks, and there's no time skip or like flip, fuck knows. It's crazy. But if they ever do defeat a Yonko, please don't make it in like a weird, like a scene where you don't feel good, fam. I never felt too good about Cracker, fam. You know what I mean? I hope the Yonkos don't get defeated in a silly manner. I hope, fam. Cause these guys are ruthless, man. You know what I mean? Just their appearance gives you a shiver, fam. And letting like a strong powerhouse get defeated in a silly manner. Like I said, I don't believe they will get defeated in a stupid manner. Trusting Oda, yo. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, just talking, you know, what's on my head, fam. She knows you don't stand a chance. You know, but this is why we love Luffy. But Luffy, you need to think calmly, fam. We know you're that type of individual that don't think from a calm head. But you need to now. It's your life's on the line. Friends' lives are on the line, fam. One better decision. Like Ace, fam. Remember Akainu, fam? Akainu was mocking Whitebeard. If he left, he could have survived, fam. But he couldn't. He done the same mistake. Coward. Calling me a coward. Gear 4. You can't be thinking this, fam. You're not flying down Flamingo, fam. Yeah, man. She does not know what's in the box, fam. And the fucking camera, dude, fam. But But that can't open if it falls, right? That needs someone to open it. I'll make the world peaceful. See, she truly believes she is gonna make the world peaceful. You know, man, after that flashback, like I said before, I can't think really bad about Big Mom. I can't, man. I might sound like an idiot, but obviously you don't agree with her ways and that, but I guess there's slightly more feelings towards her. He's gonna die, you know, mark my words, fam. Because he believes that I bet he believes in a way if he dies, it's the good thing. Because what he did to Sanji was really bad, and if they can escape but he gets affected, fam. In a way it'd be like, she bit the spear like it's similar, fam. No, I was wrong. I thought Sanji would have tried something crazy. There! He's dead already! He can't be dead from the Thunderbolt. There, someone. Get the curvy, yo! Get the curvy, fam! He's the last person you wanted to fucking block your path. There! My man seen him come! What the fucking... He mastered observation to the extent that he can't get affected, yo! You think you caught me cold? You don't value your lives. I don't feel fear! Judge. There! He can't be dead from a thunderbolt, fam! There. They're gonna come in now. There. The other boy. There we go, the sun's here. Yo! Yo! Look at that, it's a fly! It was like a fly! Oh no, I thought she whacked him. It's part of the German members' duty to save our leader. Behalf of your company, my man she just kicked the judge, yo. The music. Then die. Here we go. Let's see what Katakuri can do. Come on, man. They don't stand a chance, yo. This is just like a hype moment. Caesar's got the most hardest job in the arc, yo. There. Sanji's doing, remember, like what? There. The other dudes. The genie, fuck, we got smoothie, we got oven. What do we do? Luffy's exhausted, fam. I don't get it. They're making this arc. Sanji's gonna do, he's gonna feel like, remember the fight he fought with Luffy? He goes, now my time to flipping, like, forgive what I did in a sense, with a fight. Here we go. The sister and brother, fam. It's really yo. Nah, he's not budging. You need to do something else. Extra. Hatchie's hash! This is like some DBZ shit, yo! Fire versus fire, fam. The genie. Got out of the way. Sanji! Do something else over than dodging, yo! Poisonous shit! There. That was nothing, yo! You see, I feel like, you know, these small scenes of fights are there just to... No. She poisoned her. Every attack she does leaves poison, doesn't it? So that's the smart thing about her. You poison woman. He can't hit him. One knee, yo! One knee! Oh dear, exactly. That's the purpose. That's what I should have said a minute ago. That's the plan. They know they can't win. It still won't work. And you see, you feel like they're so strong no matter what they do. Wait. No. Don't. What? He has the hand! Wait a minute. Look at this science shit, yo! I would have thought for sure she would have squashed him. There? That looked like it caused more damage than a fucking gear for, yo! Oh, but she embedded the hacky into her arm in him. It's true. Yo, it's true, innit? I'd rather try getting the poneglyph than being Caesar and try escaping. I would, fam. The poneglyphs are easier chop. Caesar greatness, yo. Mirror. Bruce Lee. She's here. Bruce Lee's here, yo! She must be thinking, you bastards! Now my time for revenge, yo! Oh my god! Exactly! Boost the voltage! It's a massage! It's a fucking massage! What is a young yo? That's how you do it! She's showing it! How strong are these fuckers, yo? They know they're here for like, there we go. There. Why didn't I show it? Look, no way! The poison won't work! She squeezes the shit, exactly! There, she's tied up. Don't make them people die in vain. At least fucking escape, Straw Hats, yo. You know what I mean? If they die and you guys are still here, how stupid is that? Sanji. See old court as well! The fucking old court! I don't get it. Then what can possibly happen? This is the way sometimes the story goes, where I can't really think think of something that could make us be an advantage. You know what I mean? We're all caught. Now you can't help but feel like help from outside of Whole Cake Island. What can possibly happen? Luffy is caught. The German 66 are dead. Not dead, on the verge of death. Bruce Lee stopped Gastino. Jinbei, man, you're the wise one, fam. You should have a plan, fucking see, fam. He's gonna do something, you know. There, and what's that? What's that? Speak before the episode finishes. I fucking love this anime! They're gonna go for it! We're gonna die anyway, that's their mentality. Why not fight and die? Dudes, can this happen? Can one of them have like, since all the science in them, why can't one of them like, all of them explode together? You know, can that work? And that causes a massive explosion. The executions! She ain't gonna hesitate to do it! You see where I'm coming from though? Does it make sense? When that happens, we could go. The tomato bar, only if that shit fucking explodes, fam. You know what I mean? But that shit dropped before and it never opened. Katakuri. If that explodes, we'll be chilling. But can that really cause enough damage where everyone's off guard and hurt? We'll find out in a minute. Come on, drop, drop, drop! Don't that need someone to open it? There we go! It fucking exploded! It exploded! That's not enough damage though! No, it is! It is! Run! Escape! Escape! Fucking escape! Go! This is the chance! You're not gonna get a better chance than this! Everyone can be occupied on the building! The cake? A little back in time! What? Ryu Kingdom, Fisherman Island. Why are you showing this? We know that! Oh, come on! You gotta be shitting me! I'm sure no one's forgotten it. You know what I mean? Everyone knows it's a bomb, fam. If fucking I remembered, everyone remembers. I can only make it a triple, fam. Oh, thank you. The tomato box, yo. That shit's deadly, fam. What? That didn't look too much damage. But But there's much more. The camera fuck. They must be shocked. Cause the CP0 woman told him to take photos and shit. Like thinking it's gonna be something magnificent. Then why don't we run, fam? Let this city crumble. How can any, yo? Even these people know it, yo. Everything's crumbling, yo. Tomato box is fucking deadly, yo. The tomato box is a fucking atomic bomb, fam. If we're not gonna try escaping at this present second, we must just fucking stay here. You know what I mean, fam? There? This fucker. Him on his pictures, man. She had no idea about the bomb, right? The timing was dead on. What else could have caused it? Yeah, they didn't know. Only Big Mom opened it, and that was like, that's still what I've got this mentality. The fucking Junkos are like, fucking move. She's run away. Fucking she's ice skating and shit, yo. Big Mom's a bowling ball. Something saved us. It was a tomato box, fam. Whole Cake Island is tilting, yo. Unknown explosion. No one is aware other than them. Stussy and the camera fuck. What? You know when he actually went off, it didn't look too bad, but my god, it's bad. They're fully unaware. Jinbei, he don't know. The place is in chaos now. Then move, fam. That the whole Cake Island chateau is shaking. Everything. What? Then why aren't they thinking of escaping? Casino, yo. There Bruce Lee's going there, so now's your chance, bro. It looks weird seeing Big Mom like that, knowing how strong she is. She's doing gymnastics and shit, fam. Water! If she falls in the water, then again, I'm fucking knowing a Yonko, they'll fucking find a way. Capone. He's thinking, hold on, we still might be able to kill Big Mom. We didn't have to kill her. Someone from Fishman Island is saving us now. Annihilated? No, man. You can't be still be thinking that. 1 minute. Come on. You know during the Big Mom flashback, fam, when we seen the giants, but it's been like so long ago. and you seen like the future fam, not the future where the anime is now, but the future fam, and his lobby in that, and you seen the giants. It was a nice thing fam, because it's been so long. You know what I mean? Like I forgot the names. You know what I mean? But in this arc, we seen the tomato box before in the flashback, so it wasn't necessary to show it again. You know what I mean? But thank God it only lasted like 10-15 seconds fam. Tomato box though. That shit didn't look too deadly once like you seen the explosion, but later on the flipping cake, yo, the whole island is tilted, yo. You know what I mean? That much damage it caused. If you don't escape now, you're never gonna escape. All minds and like focus on the pirates on flipping the place itself. You know what I mean? Now's your time to get out. Why are we not getting? Obviously, we're trying to get out, but it's like mission complete. Mission is complete here, fam. You know what I mean? Everything we've got. But now that we're in Janko territory, fam, they're not letting us go easily, yo. But if you ever had the time to escape, wouldn't it be now? You know what I mean? You don't stand a chance against Kaido. Look at that Big Mom acknowledging Kaido, fam. Yo, can you imagine if Kaido, Big Mom, Shanks, Blackbeard, I wanna say Whitebeard, fam. You know what I mean? Whitebeard. But all in the same pirate crew. Can you imagine that? They can fucking go to other anime universes and the Dragon Ball universe, kick ass, fam. Jiren though. But you know what I mean, man? They can forget One Piece, fam. They can go over dimensions and shit and kick ass, fam. You know what I mean? See, the thing with Dragon Ball, no matter who Goku is fighting, you know Goku's gonna win, fam. You know what I mean? But then again, you don't watch Dragon Ball for story. You watch it for fights. It's true, isn't it? One Piece mainly is story, fam. You see the way he was dodging that attack, yo? The way he was just like, it's like obviously he can see slightly ahead, fam. He knew instantly what he was doing. But that's their purpose. Their purpose is being bait. They know they don't stand a chance. So what they're doing is like you can't think as a viewer, yeah man, they're gonna cause damage. They can't. The tomato box, fam. The cake, fam. You know what happens when she don't get to eat? Look at her. Look at her character, fam. Man, so strong. Like I said in the other episode, fam. I hope, you know, if the day ever comes and Luffy does defeat a Yonko, fam, please don't let it be like a weird moment in the way Luffy defeats. But then again, you can't help but feel like maybe it'll have to be because Luffy can't defeat a Yonko, fam. He can't. A time skip won't make a big difference, fam. It won't. God knows where you guys are in the manga and what must be happening. But I'm talking from where I am. You know what I mean? Look at that, man. Everything's slippery and shit now, fam. Look at, you know what the fucked up thing, fam? Over the normal people, fam. They're like, what's going on? They're like here for protection and shit. See, he's holding Luffy while looking for his sister, fam. He had a proper close bond with Eiji, fam. Big Mom, yo. Someone needs to help her. You need like 10 people to lift her, fam. You see, look at that. These are the people you gotta feel sorry for. They're here for protection from Big Mom, not fucking tomato box exploding and shit. This is bad, fam. Can't the other pirates do something, fam? There? Katakuri? Yeah? He can't save everyone, fam. This dude, is it a time to take photos? He fucking, my man realized it while he was falling. She's past CP0, fam. If this is the end of the Big Mom pirates, it won't be the end, fam. It's sure, yeah. That's true, fam. That would send shivers across the sea, fam. You know what I mean? Caesar. Run! Not run, you're in the air, but you know what I mean, man. They're destroying all the rubble, fam. My man's almost there, yo. Something's gonna come up, man. It feels too good to be true, fam. Go on. They're waiting, yo. Let's fucking get out of here, fam. While they're still occupied on the explosion, they've been getting out, yo. It's true, we never came here like to fight, fam. Like I said before, we would have brought Zoro with us. Yeah? This is too good to be true, yo. This is too good to be true. Something's gonna happen. The founder of the pirates. He's got such a sick voice, fam. I can't believe that was him. You know what I mean? What can he do? Oh yeah, he can turn things into food. Man, the flashback, fam. There? Then if that's the case, why don't he just make the food Big Mom likes? Instead of all this rampage? Right? Man, cut up the cake. She's like a UFO, fam? No way. He landed peacefully, fam. Someone needs to save her. The clown in the show. Oh yeah. Nimbus last minute, fam. Heavy cream. Just happened to land on his head. A sponge cake. They don't even it's like they're not even affected by but then again, sponge cake, how much damage can that cause? You know what I mean? There. Big Mom's gonna flip, innit? Seen that cake like that, fam? Into a real whole cake. The head chief who did it. My man is the founder of Big Mom Pirates, fam. You know what I mean? Him and Big Mom. She's gonna be pissed. But don't taste good. So if he makes food, it won't taste good as it's meant to taste. If you make it, like, with ingredients and shit. Her stomach, fam! See, they're not aware of the box, fam. They must have thought someone came in, yo. Someone, but then again, no one could enter this island without Big Mom knowing. Got away. Yo, so does this mean that we've left? Does that mean when you guys are up today, this all could be finished? No, they're gonna come back. Not a single one of them will get away. They're gonna try to come in for us. Why have we stopped? Nothing is far enough. They should continue running, fam. I feel I've done something good that makes me sick. It's a good thing you twat. Why you hating Caesar, yo? Yo, obviously that's true, fam. That's true. What he did was unforgivable. But I mean, like, he's being funny, fam. You only shit around your heart. He misses it, man. Hasn't he got fucking tortured enough? He's got the heart! He's got the heart! In a way, I want him to get it back from he squeezed it. Ain't that gonna hurt him? Yeah, he did. Yo, that's like one piece to Caesar, yo. That's like one piece, fam. This fucker's gonna do something now. Damn! He's back to his shit self. Have all survived? Stating the obvious, fam. Yeah. He could turn anything into food, fam. He was a mystery to me all along. Yeah. He's the founder, fam. It's true sin, you know. He's got the fail. We have no reason to stay together anymore. Separate paths. And don't, why do I feel like it's too good to be fair? Say it out, they're done. This arc is done. Right? We need to go, fam. I don't know what to think. I don't. They're gonna go back. Yo! Der BJ and Straw Hats. We haven't got a second to spare, man. She's gonna be angry to a next degree, fam. We won't let anyone escape. You fucked up her cake, fam. We're carefully selected. This is like seeing more Karma's pictures broken again. Their eyes, yo! Here what she do? She goes on a rampage mode. Like a beast, fam. Beast is Kaido though, but you know what I mean. She's still like a beast, fam. She collapsed. No. She's possessed. You know, so that dude, if he makes the food, it don't taste as good. You know what I mean? So if he makes the wedding cake, it won't be good enough for Big Mom. You see where I'm coming from? I'm right in it. Here where she gonna kill so many people that she's not even gonna remember she killed them, fam. Here, cause she ain't, there we go. The ice cream dude. He was the fuck at that Luffy. Oh my god. Exactly. Exactly. He's responsible for everything. Smoothie. Even if you run now, you have nowhere to go. Smoothie's fucking now she's doing something in the arc. You'd better run. Bah. Get out the way. Don't let her grab you, fam. Get out the way, fam. Is he being serious? Why did you stand in front of her? You're asking for fucking execution, man. Yeah? The fucking crew, fam. You know the German kingdom. That's gonna. This whole thing is not gonna exist after this arc, fam. Why do I feel like we're not gonna escape? Caesar! No one gives a shit! You can go! How can I have so much for funny comedy in a serious ass moment, yo? But by Gastino, no one gives a shit. You sound like Bunchan there. Brings a shame to them, you know. It's true, and I completely respected him for his great abilities. It's like the Big Mom Pirates feel a sense of all of the communities to the venue were jammed. seconds. He never knew the truth. He never knew the plan. Man experienced no fear, you know. No fear, fam. Then I was coming to realize and Vivi Jinbei like Straw Hat, yeah, they're still onto us, fam. Yeah, the other crew, Bruce Lee, come with me. Katakuri, he still wants, like, his hands on him, fam. And obviously Bruce Lee's got more of a reason to want to aid him now. I'm gonna cut off Straw Hat, Katakuri ain't gonna wait, yo. He still wants it. He really become that threat to mother. He knows Luffy down the line can be a threat. This man is smart, yo. Big Mom. Yo, Smoothie saying that, yo. Run as far as you can. These people are strong. He can see. He knows his mom at a time like this. Fucking mom. Yeah. He's like, you're not now, yo, at all times. There we go. Wedding cake. She's gonna need it, yo. She's gonna need it. She'll probably kill her strongest privates without realizing. No one's gonna make you a wedding cake at this moment. Yo, look at that picture, yo. Triple A's, boys, man. I thought maybe I could try squeezing another one, but not too long left for the Man United game, yo. You know what I mean? And the way we're playing at the moment, fam, is a game that I can't miss, fam. Have to watch the full game, dudes. But you know, it got like a few minutes. I can talk what's in my head, fam. You know, like what I mentioned after the first episode, fam, about seeing like the Yonkos, like, but truly seeing them in the 800 episodes, like, I think there was only like been like 2 moments where you could fully acknowledge like how strong they are, even though we've never seen them fight. When Shanks entered Marineford, fam, and when Kaido's entrance show, you know what I mean? The third time was the episode I seen today, fam, where Luffy in his ultimate state still never managed to budge Big Mom. And the other attack what the brothers did, fam, to her, it was like a massage. Her skin is her skin is like 10 Bart's barrier, but 10 times thick, fam. You know what I mean? And like how powerful her haki is, fam. You know what I mean? I feel like no wonder what people say, yo, Khan, there's like 6-7 years of content remaining. Watching this episode, you can't help but feel like, yeah, you're right, it has to be so much years of content left, because Luffy is in no state near of putting up a fight with them that will last 30 seconds, let alone a fight where you could stay in Gear 4 for much longer and still manage to defeat them. You know what I mean? It's impossible, fam. You know what I mean? It's true though, man. When people say that you can't defeat the Admiral, fam. Yonko is leagues above. You know what I mean? And also what I was saying, I know Oda won't disappoint. You know, man's human, man. Obviously, man, there could be times where the writing is not as we always think, fam. But so far, it's been like close to perfection, fam. You know what I mean? When a time comes, a time is gonna come. But Luffy's gonna have to defeat a Yonko, fam. You know what I mean? It's nowhere near now. It must be in episode 1,200, 1,300, fam. Because there needs to be hundreds of episodes of him getting stronger, fam. You know what I mean? Like when that fight actually happens, you need. This is how I want it to be: Luffy winning it, like not in a way where he managed to defeat Cracker with Nami's help, fam. You know what I mean? Because Nami played a major role in that fight with wetting everything and whatnot. You know what I mean? You want it for Luffy to defeat a Yonko in a way where it's satisfying for the viewers, fam. But do you see that happening? You know what I mean? Do you guys know a better answer than me, fam? You guys are reading manga. You know what I mean? Is Luffy much stronger where the manga is, fam? Can he defeat whatever Kaido, fam? You know what I mean? From where Luffy is now, and if Wano is next, no, I could answer that for you, fam. He's not strong enough. You know what I mean? And the way it looks like he's gonna defeat any of the Yonkos is with major help, fam. And that is not gonna be satisfying. You know what I mean? It's not, man. But then again, it's like a little like a Madara scene, fam. You know what I mean? Madara was made way too strong, fam. So in order for him to be defeated, it was like a bullshit moment. But I'm not. But don't think I'm thinking something like that's happening with One Piece, fam. You know what I mean? But I don't see. You know the only way I see a Yonko getting defeated. Just tell you the truth. If another Yonko defeats it, you know what I mean? That's how I see it happening, fam. Because no one else in the series, fam. Well, we know of Kaido so far, fam. But then he lost, what, 6-7 times? But they're not losses as I'm thinking. You know what I mean? That he fought a guy one-on-one, the guy defeated him. There must be more to it. This man, what did I say? He wanted to like kill himself. So maybe he let the enemy defeat him. There must be more to it, fam. Kaido ain't gonna be losing a one-on-one fight, fam. You know what I mean? Like, there's a saying goes, if it's one-on-one, he won't lose. You know what I mean? Then how can you say that and man got defeated 7 times? You're contradicting yourself, fam. You know what I mean? It don't make sense. So that's what I believe, fam. A way a Yonko can get defeated if another Yonko defeats it, like Shanks. You know what I mean? Because my God, fam. This is the first time we've seen Luffy go into a Yonko, fam, and fight. You know what I mean? And my God, did he stand no chance whatsoever. His Gear 4 state, fam. You know his Gear 4 state, he never lasted long. Was it because while fighting that Flamingo, it lasted a little longer because he spread out his attacks. He never, obviously the more emphasis, the more might he uses, the quicker the time speed goes. You see where I'm coming from, fam? So maybe that's why it went so quick, because that Gear 4 lasted seconds. You know what I mean? He never done any damage. No one, when you think about it, no one has ever caused Big Mom damage. You know what I mean? And sometimes you think Luffy, it's like during the fight, you're thinking logically Luffy escaped, but when he went to Gear 4, as a viewer, you can't help but feel like Luffy fuck escaping and fight. But that's just the fanboy of us fans, fam. But when we sit back, analyze the situation, you feel like Luffy, we love you because you be clumsy at times, but this is just being clumsy on a different level. You're doing the same mistake Ace did, fam. Remember Akainu, yo. Akainu was like, Whitebeard was this, Whitebeard was that. It's like, don't talk about my dad, don't talk about my dad. If he never listened, he would have survived. You know what I mean? Imagine that. Let's go back to Marineford, fam. And let's say we're watching it and Oda changed the story, fam. He would have survived. You know what I mean? But then again, the story won't play out as it is, fam. You know what I mean? If he didn't die. As much as it sucks to say, but him dying, I can't say it was a betterment of the story, but it made Luffy get much stronger. I remember when Jinbei, when he goes to him that you have so many friends, and he was crying, he goes, don't feel like, what you lost is the end, fam. You have so many people that care for you, fam. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Shit's crazy, man. It's like you never think a Yonko is so strong, fam. While watching the flashback, and when she was strong at the age of 5, yeah, it gave you a slight idea how strong a Yonko is. But it wasn't enough. It was that episode, fam, which really opened your eyes. Is he ever gonna defeat a Yonko? Okay, dudes, stop the video now, okay? If you don't hear a spoiler, Stop the video now if you don't want to hear a spoiler. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm guessing everyone here is manga readers. No people that watch the anime, fam. You know when those people approached me and spoiled, they said something about Luffy being a fifth Yonko, fam. You know what I mean? But in order to be a Yonko, right? You need to. There needs to be a sense of power within you. You need to have. You can't just have the Yonko title and not be strong enough. You know what I mean? Because Yonkos are like the most powerful people in the series, fam. You know what I mean? Luffy is no way near. He's not halfway of being on that level. How on earth are you telling me that was true? But all the other spoilers that piece of shit said were true. So I'm guessing that has to be true. But then, you see what I mean? If he ends up being a Yonko, but he can't take down any of the 4 Yonkos, how does he become one? You know what I mean? You know Blackbeard defeated Whitebeard? Then Luffy, you see, I don't know, fam. But I know, that's a spoiler I know, fam. You know what I mean? That's the only spoiler I know in the series, fam. You know, before I knew about Sabo, this and that. There's quite a few spoilers I knew. Now that's the only spoiler I know, fam. Whenever this happens, I'm spoiler free. This whole series is gonna be like watching like these episodes without spoilers, fam. You know what I mean? It's gonna feel good, yo. But you see, it's like, what? But I don't know what to think, man. If he be a Yonko, but he's not as strong, can he be a Yonko? And to actually think, I thought Big Mom was the weakest of the Yonkos. It's crazy, because even though what I said is true, and Luffy can't cause a dent, Kaido, fam. There has to be so much years left, fam. It's true. But you know what I truly believe? I think somewhere down the line there has to be another time skip. There has to be, because a time skip normally gives you the idea of they're gonna get stronger. Naruto time skip, you know what I mean? Have we got stronger? This time skip, fam, we got stronger. Luffy learned how to control his haki on the relay, fam. We all got stronger. Zoro on the Mihawk. We're gonna need another one down the line. Or you're telling me he gets to Raftel, he gets One Piece without defeating any of the Yonkos? But Luffy made a vow he will defeat Kaido, he will defeat Big Mom. And I don't see Oda completing this series without Luffy actually doing that. Then it's gonna have to be a bullshit moment how he defeats the Yonkos. It's gonna have to be then. If there's no time skip, it has to be. It's gonna have like an enormous help and they're all gonna like defeat a Yonko in a way where the viewers won't be satisfied. You know what I mean? As much as I would want a one-on-one fight and Luffy defeating them, it can't happen. It's true. You see, I know I'm contradicting myself, fam, but it's like, as a viewer, I would want Luffy defeating a Yonko in an epic state, like, you know, not no like cracker business. You know what I mean? That's as a viewer. As a viewer, that's thinking like technically, fam. Like when Jinbei when he said we had to team up with Capone, I didn't want that. But it makes sense for the situation, fam. And now as a viewer that's thinking like critically, fam, it'll make sense. Because Luffy can't defeat it. Luffy's gonna have to have help. You see where I'm coming from? Let's see how the story unfolds, fam. But one thing is the truth, man, if Oda's behind this shit, fam. People say that even though if Oda doesn't continue One Piece, the story itself will stop. So that's that man giving his life to the series, fam. You know what I mean? Chapters, whatever you guys want to call it. I'll say series, but I only follow the flipping anime series. You know what I mean? So it should be interesting how it falls out. Luffy, he needs some extreme help. You know what I mean? And the Big Mom Pirates now, they're like, if they let us go, they're gonna think, hold on, people came to our island, you know, demolished it and left. They're going, no, that's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? We're gonna find them. And like Katakuri seems like, you know, we're gonna take Straw Hat's head. You know what I mean? And Smoothie, fam. You know Smoothie and Katakuri, fam. You know if anyone else is like fearful of Big Mom's, you know, hunger pangs, fam, you would feel like, you know, it's just lethal, but seeing I want to say pudding, Smoothie, fam. Smoothie like so scared, fam. Like everyone run. You're Smoothie, you're commander, fam. And she's terrified. Does Big Mom actually get defeated? You have to say no. Even the admirals get together, they won't be able to defeat her. Luffy don't stand no chance. Man was in gear 4, fam. And she's like just breathing on him, fam. Then when the attacks happen, she's like, it's like a massage, fam. She goes, it felt good. It felt good, fam. When does someone ever attack you and you said it feels good? You know you're strong when you're saying shit like that, fam. You know what I mean? Let's see how it happens, man. But you know, whenever like an actual fight happens, fam, with a Yonko, fam, I want to see how the Yonko gets defeated. You know what I mean? And hopefully it's satisfying, unlike Cracker, fam. You know what I mean? Anyway, dudes, hopefully tomorrow, dudes, Man United game starting in 11 minutes, fam. You know what I mean? After watching, fam. And hope everyone is well, yo. You get me? Don't forget to like this video. Like this video, fam, if you watched it, man. And subscribe if you're watching it for the first time, fam. Love is real. I appreciate it, fam. Thanks for watching.